In this video I'm going to be telling you about the most comfortable running shoe you can buy. What is up everybody and welcome, I'm very excited, welcome to 40 Runs, yes, very excited. Why? Because I'm going to prove all of you wrong who have a go at me and say, he doesn't like heavy shoes. What? Yeah, I know, there's some people out there who don't like me, can you imagine that? Right, so I shouldn't be so tongue-in-cheek. You should take the constructive criticism on board for it. Yes, you should. But no, right? Some of you guys are hammering me because all I do is moan about heavy shoes. Which, okay, fair enough. I like light shoes. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to dispel all those rumours today because I'm going to be telling you about the most comfortable running shoe I've ran in for a long time. Right, okay, so that shoe is this, the Gel Nimbus 25. But before we get into that, I've got to tell you a little story. So the guys at startfitness.co.uk, if you don't know about them, we've got an affiliation with them in terms of they send me stuff for review. I don't get paid for the reviews. They send me the kit and that's how I'm kind of compensated, I would say. But I don't get like told to say anything or given a script. They don't get to see the videos before you guys and all that sort of stuff. And they tend to send me stuff that they're promoting and things like that, right? So that's how it tends to work. And they're a great company based in Newcastle, one of the biggest UK retailers for like running stuff and bikes. And you can get 10% off, use the code FORDY RUNS, okay? And I don't get a penny from that, that's just for you guys. Right, the reason I tell you that is because the awesome guys at Start Fitness sent me this shoe a little while ago. I then basically was decided, because when the stuff comes in, I just kind of work out when I'm going to put the videos out, whether we're going to do first impressions, or we're going to, you know, whatever we're going to do with it, right? I kind of, believe it or not, have a plan around it. And my plan was to put the video out for these on the 1st of February, which was when the shoe launched. So I didn't bother filming them. I'd done all the other stuff and whatever, and I just thought, you know, we'll just knock a video out like we usually do, and then we'll put that out on the 1st of February. Problem is, I got sick, so I never got to do the video on time in my schedule. Does that make any sense? Because I wanted to put the video out, because if you guys were looking at it on the 1st of Feb, I thought that might be quite useful. So that was my game plan, but I really mucked it up. And the moral of the story is, just don't put off today what you can do today. No, that's not it, is it? Well, whatever it is, don't put off what you should be doing today, okay? So, because learn from my mistakes, because this video should have been out on the 1st of Feb. But anyway, big love to the guys at Start Fitness. Sorry about that, video's a bit late. Anyway, right, okay, so all you haters out there, we're going big time on the weight today, because I very much like this shoe, and guess what? It weighs over 11 ounces. 315 grams, can you believe it? 40 likes a shoe that's over 310 grams. I know, it's amazing, right? But on a serious point, okay, serious point, let's just take it back a minute. So I like my shoes a little bit lighter, okay? That's just me and my personal preference, right? But sometimes a shoe comes along that actually the weight isn't that important on the shoe, and I do think in a serious point that the weight is an important part of the shoe, but it's not the be all and end all of the shoe. For me, I go back to my default position on the shoe. Does it make me feel awesome? And on this shoe, the Gel Nimbus 25, it does, and we'll come on to that in a little while. We're going to start off now with what they've changed about the 25, because this is a big departure here. This is a new chapter for the Nimbus running shoe, and I think they've done an absolutely cracking job. Okay, right, so £175, I will come on to the price, don't worry about that. We've got 8mm drop, they've got rid of the Trussic system, the old-fashioned gel's gone. We've got AHA Plus in the heel and AHA Light at the front in terms of the outside. And apologies, I usually clean the shoes before we do the videos, but like I said, I'm chasing this one because I run out of time and I'm back from being sick. We've got Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco, so this is made 20% of like sustainable bio stuff, just being awesome at saving the environment. Okay, so this is Eco, Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco, not the same as what you've got in the Nova Blast. 41.5mm stack in the heel. We've got a engineered mesh, engineered knit upper, sorry, which again we've got recycled elements to it. We've got a very nice knit tongue and heel section. I'll come on to that in a little while. Fits true to size. I've told you the weight, I know, and I think that's about it. Also, the good thing is, by doing this after the drop or the release date, you guys can see all the awesome colourways that have come out in this shoe. I think there's some absolute belters for this shoe, and I think again this is probably one of the best looking shoes that Asics have done in a while. I really do love the look of it. It just looks like a great running shoe. Okay, so like I said, they've got rid of the trussic system. So and that trussic system is like that twist system that they had in the previous versions. But what they've done, I think, to help some of that stability issues is, and not these issues, but is really widen out the platform. Can you see that? In terms of the width, they really have created a nice wide base, which is what I really like about the Nimbus light versions. There was always a little bit wider, and because that didn't have the trussic system, and they've sort of taken that and put it in here, which is very, very awesome. So despite the high stack of 41.5mm, there's no stability issues within the shoe, which is great news. The shoe doesn't feel like a 41.5mm stack shoe. It just feels really nice and really well proportioned in terms of the Flight Foam Blast Plus and with the gel, but just the overall makeup of the midsole, you don't feel like you're on stilts. You know, a 41.5mm is a high stack height, but you don't feel it in the shoe. Now we've got rid of all the traditional gel, so like that little donut that used to be under here, that's gone. The big clump of it in the heel, that's gone. We've got this pure gel system, which is like this, it's like a honeycomb kind of looking thing, which is like a little bit more, what's the best way to describe it? Strategically placed and a little bit less intrusive. That's probably a better way to describe it. So it's there to give you what gel is meant to do, which is add to the cushion and improve the ride, but it's not over the top in terms of on the shoe and its impact on the shoe. Okay, right, so I was not joking. I think this is one of the most comfortable running shoes I've run in for a long time. The other shoe that I've got in at the moment, which is similar in terms of comfort, is the Max Road 6, which is an incredibly comfortable shoe as well from Skechers. And the two are just an absolute dream to run in. They really, really are. This is so comfortable, people. It's on another level. What's great about what they've done with this shoe is they've turned it from a very boring, very traditional sort of running shoe that was just a bit into a very complete running shoe. You can be at any level in your running and this will do a job for you. It can do recovery, easy, long, whatever you want. It's not a fast shoe in any shape or form, right? But it can just do the complete, I would say, weak rotation of your runs to a degree, after probably other than those speedier sessions. And despite the extremely high price, and we'll come on to that, I do think, and you're going to kill me, it does offer some value. Now you're probably about to switch off because you think he's lost his mind. What's he talking about value at £175? Bear with me, right? Running shoes at the moment, for whatever reason, well, because of the cost of living crisis, but basically because of the cost of everything out there, running shoes at the moment are just gone stupid in terms of price, okay? There is no value to really be had in buying shoes at their current prices. You are better off waiting and getting them cheaper, okay? But Asics have priced this shoe, it is a premium daily trainer, so Asics have priced this shoe in line with other shoes that are out there, okay? Yes, the Triumph, you know, is now cheaper, and that's a comparable shoe, and you know the More 4 again is a cheaper shoe. I think that's £140. But my point is that running shoes are so expensive at the moment. It's just ridiculous. So the £175 here is a lot of money for this shoe. But the reason I say that it does offer value is because it is a premium product. It is very well made. It is very well put together. It is very comfortable. You're going to be able to do a lot of stuff in it. If you can only buy one shoe, let's say you've got into running, you know, you've trained in your old Nimbus and all that sort of stuff, and you want to sort of now take your running to a different area, or you want to continue it and start moving into other directions, then by sort of stumping up the 175 quid, you are going to get value for that 175 quid because it is going to last. You've got AHA Plus rubber here, you've got the light there, but you've got decent traction on this outsole and decent durability, I would say, Yes, it's hard at the moment to give you, a real rundown on the durability, but we'll come back and we'll do that. But I think you're going to get plenty of miles out of it. I'm not going to try and predict it because that's just a stupid thing to do. But you're going to get good durability out of it. You're going to get good comfort out of it. You're going to get, a shoe that's going to take you, like I said, through all the sessions, pretty much other than the speed stuff, throughout your week. You can race in it. You can do a half marathon in it. You can plod along in a 10K in it. You can go and run a marathon in the shoe. And that's why I say, despite it being extremely expensive, it does offer some value. Does that make any sense? Yes, there is a strong argument to wait to get it cheaper. Like I said, you can go Start Fitness, use the code FORDYRUNS, get 10% off it straight away. And yeah, I would probably recommend waiting for it a little bit to come down, because you will find some of these earlier colourways and stuff like that probably get discounted at some point. But like I said, it does offer, although it is a premium price, you are getting a premium product. Now, I'm the first person, as always, to moan about the price of stuff, and I will tell you to go and buy older models. I'll tell you to go and get something that's cheaper. But here, I've got to say, this is such a big shift for the Nimbus that actually I do think it's worth getting the Nimbus 25. It's just so comfortable. That is the thing with it. It is just so comfortable. It is just so easy to put on and run. And you don't feel beaten up after it. You don't feel like, you're in any shape or form uncomfortable in the shoe. Not that you should anyway, but it's just so easy to run in it. It doesn't do anything other than just run well. You can walk around in it all day. You can wear it, to the gym. You can wear it to work and then run home. It literally does everything. And that's what really you want from a daily trainer. So, I want you to think of this shoe, the Nimbus 25, as a premium daily trainer. It is a lot of money, but you are going to get some value for that. You are going to be able to do everything in it. I really love the way that they pulled out all that old technology, all that Asics system, and they chucked that out, and they got rid of that gel and all that sort of stuff. And they've reworked the upper, and they've put that massive stack on this, and they've given you the Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco, which is a little bit softer. It definitely feels different to the Nova Blast, but it's just a cruising machine, people. It just is a joy to run in. And despite it being heavy, I think actually the shoe really just comes into its own for those daily miles. It really does, where weight necessarily doesn't play too much of a big deal. And I do take the mickey, and I'm mucking about at the front end with you guys, but genuinely this is not a concern in terms of the weight of the shoe. I don't know what it'd be like if you're to a size 12 or something like that, then maybe it probably is too heavy. But I think this is a shoe, if you're a bigger person, this is going to suit you for daily miles. It's stable with this wide platform. It just really is a good shoe, people. There's sometimes you just got to stand up and say, you know what, they've done a home run, they've done a great job. And here with the Asics Nimbus 25, they really have knocked it out of the park.